What's up, Rockstars? Trader Joe is selling their canvas bags again. I'll pop them up here, and they are selling for a fortune on eBay. And me, being me here in Florida, couldn't figure out why. First of all, we don't have that many Trader Joe's like they do out in West Coast. We have some, but not many. And I had family down from out of town up in Maryland this week. And when I went to the grocery store at Publix on the corner, I came back with like 10 or 12 plastic bags, of course, just like normal. I go to the grocery store, come back, I have bags. Well, as soon as I was undoing the bags, we keep them in our closet, our pantry closet there. I put all the bags inside of one, I tie it up, and then we have plastic bags we can use for trash, or we can use for the dog, or we can use for wet clothes at the lagoon, or whatever the case might be, right? Well, some of them aren't exactly in the best, or they tie them and I just rip them up and unfortunately they get thrown away. It just happens. Well, when I brought them back, before I could even put them into the pantry, my company here that was from out of town started folding these plastic bags up and putting them into a small little thing that they could pack into their suitcase. And I didn't understand why. And I'm a fool because I should have known this, especially in the business and industry that I'm in, that they don't get plastic bags up in Maryland. And apparently this is normal in a lot of states. Their grocery stores and their retail stores and all these places have no grocery bags. They did away with it for environmental reasons, go green, the plastic. Now, remember, they're from Maryland, so they live on the Chesapeake Bay. I grew up on the Chesapeake Bay. Seafood, crabs, wildlife, Chesapeake Bay retrievers, you name it, they got it. And I had it when I was growing up, and I understand it. Protect the Chesapeake Bay. Well, I moved from one bay, the Chesapeake Bay, to Tampa Bay. I live in the Tampa area now. And I should know better, like we should be protecting the Tampa Bay waters just as much as they do the Chesapeake Bay. But we don't here in Florida, we have plastic bags. So that's what they were keeping the bags for, to take home. So they had plastic bags to carry stuff in. Because if they don't, then they have to buy the canvas bags or they have to rent them. They actually have like rentable, reusable, take it, get charged, bring it back. They got all these rules. And I'm like, man, I would be so lost if I went to Maryland on their whole bag routine. But that's why Trader Joe's bags are so loved, and they're now for sale on eBay for hundreds and hundreds of dollars per bag. Now, they do show some sales and some sold items, but we all know from the Beanie Baby craze and the VHS Black Diamond Disney movies that that's not necessarily legitimate. If you see a Princess Diana Beanie Baby selling for $5,000, chances are it is not a real transaction. Why? Well, they don't sell for that. They're not worth $5,000. They're worth like $5 or $10, right? They're not worth anything darn near. You can see lots of them and some sell for a few dollars, but none of them are selling for $5,000 and $10,000. Same goes for the Disney Black Diamond movies. Now there are some rare ones that will fetch a couple of dollars, 20, 30, 40 bucks, but I promise you guys, nobody's paying $10,000 legitimately. What does that mean? Well, it could be money laundering. That used to be the big thing. What that means is if you have dirty money, say drug money or criminal activity, you need somewhere to provide an invoice and a transaction. So you'll create one, you'll have your buddy purchase that for $10,000. The money changes hands, but your buddy on the backside gives you the money back. You hand him nothing, and you've now cleaned the money because you have a transaction through eBay. Yeah, you paid the fees, 15%, but that's how you turn $1,000 of dirty money into $850 of clean money. You're willing to give up that $15 because the other money is grubby, dirty money, criminal activity, stolen, fraud, whatever, drug money, and all you want is a record of the history. So if something came back to you, you could be like, well, I got that from my eBay sale, my Beanie Baby. That's what money laundering is. Also, there's people that do it to troll. They'll bid up a price just to be, get laughs, and then it shows as a sold on eBay even though the transaction never happened. There are people that do it like they'll sell one for $500 and do like kind of the fake sale cancellation one, and then they'll put another one up for $250, and their idea is if somebody sees the $500 that's sold and then they see another one for $250, they'll think the $250 is a deal. I've got to get it real quick, and they're kind of quasi scamming people into thinking that $250 is a good price when it's in fact not a good price, and it's really only worth $5 or $10. So all these things, reasons why we see those, fake sales, $5,000, $10,000, and we see these Trader Joe bags selling for $500 and $1,000. Are they actually paying that? No, but are they buying them for $20, $30, $40, $50? I absolutely believe that. $100, people selling the sets of the different colors for $100 or $200. Absolutely. I'll put sold pictures up here so you guys can see it. So I think it's interesting every year Trader Joe drops these bags that they just spike through the roof in price because people like the colors, they like the design, and they might live in a state like my family and friends and family friends that came from out of town this past weekend from Maryland that doesn't get plastic bags, and they need cool canvas bags to carry all of their groceries or all of their clothes or whatever they're buying at the store. So that's where the price discrepancy comes from and the whole hype on the Trader Joe bags, I believe. If I'm missing something here, please leave in the comments section. Let me know how many people got some of these bags to sell or how many people bought them to keep them themselves. I'd love to know in the comments section. Raise your hand right down there in the comment section. That belongs to all of you guys, so appreciate it. Thanks as always for watching. I love doing these little short videos, real quick, to the point for everyone. And if you see the Trader Joe bags, keep an eye on the solds, the real solds, the 20s, the 50s, the 100s, not quite the thousands. And maybe you can make a few bucks on them. You don't know. If you live near a Trader Joe, it might be worth checking out the retail arbitrage opportunity on those. Hit the like button, you guys. It really means a lot to me if you let me know you love these videos and come back. Hit the subscribe button, watch future videos, and leave me a comment. Let me hear from you. I love to meet all of you in the comment section. It's the only place I get to talk to all of you one-on-one directly in those comments. Or, of course, you can email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. There's lots of great links below in the description box, so check those out before you leave. And I'll see everyone next time.